Hi.
Hello.
We are back. Gosh,
Yeah,
already.
it's come around quick. That's for sure. It keeps coming. Feels like it's coming around quicker every week.
Yeah, it does. Honestly, wow.
I don't know whether it's just that we're doing stuff and it just seems quicker. I don't know, but it just seems to come around really quickly.
Yeah, I've had deliveries galore this week. It's been crazy.
I had the Night Rider turn up. That was it. That was it this week.
Okay, I had DeLorean turn up, Lancaster turn up, Optimus Prime turn up. Any others? Titanic turned up. It's been like Christmas.
Yeah, I've not. Yeah, that was last week for me. This week I've had just the one. But I'm expecting the Enterprise build issue 13 at any point, literally at any point. I'm surprised it's not already here, but it will be. It will be.
That's actually just reminded me I need to take our green bin up the road because it's due to be empty tomorrow and it badly needs emptying after all them deliveries.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what's been happening? Anything your end?
Not really. It's been quite quiet this end, apart from lots of post and deliveries coming through the letter. Well, not the letterbox, but with the postman. It's been nice and quiet this end. Just been catching up with the builds, and they're all on a weekly schedule. So
yeah, it was real. I had builds. I had stuff planned to come out on the YouTube channel, and then Friday the weather was really nice, so we went out, and I didn't do anything. And Saturday was also really nice, and I spent the day sort of clearing the garden, so I didn't do anything. So there's been no videos for 2 days, 3 days including today. It's just been nice to enjoy the weather. I don't think it's been this nice actually. It's the first time it's been really sunny and warm and everything this year. So I sort of spent a bit of time doing that. But to be fair, I haven't been doing much really. It's been a bit laid back this week. I've done the Night Rider. Their videos will come out on Monday and Tuesday. But that's really about it. I want to talk about the Doll's House.
yeah,
I'm surprised we haven't got the information about the extension yet.
no.
Because this week's issue is 118, so we're only three issues from finishing, and that's when you get your first part for the extension. So I'm surprised they haven't mentioned it already. So we may not actually get it. We've had conflicting reports from Hachette, where some people have been having messages saying there is an extension, and other people have messaged them saying there isn't. So we don't know. We'll know for certain this Wednesday. We'll know 100% because you get your first part. So we'll know.
Yeah, sometimes asking questions to customer service at Hachette can be a bit of a
hit and miss.
I don't think the customer service knows what is sometimes going on. I think they're just there to sort out any subscription problems, to be perfectly honest with you.
That's like with a lot of them.
We know with trial runs, if you phone them up and asking them, is this a test or a trial run or a full build, they'll always say it's a full build because they're going to treat it like it's a full build.
Yes, so that's right.
The information they get, I think, is, no, it's a full run, and that's what they've got to say.
Yeah.
Been other things a bit like the Eddie Stobart with the trailer. Will there be working lights on the trailer? Some people got the answers, yes, there will be working lights, but honestly, it does not look like there is going to be any working lights on that trailer. So, yeah.
Even though it was in like the promotional material as well.
Yeah. So,
isn't there a sign that says working lights actually pointing to the back trailer lights?
Yeah, I think so. There's a video. So,
yeah, very hit and miss.
Videos are all on the prototypes, not on the actual production models because they haven't even been built yet.
That's right. But, yeah, all that sort of stuff's on like the prototype, so a lot of it changes. It does actually say model may differ from one pictured or may differ in some aspects from the final release.
Yeah,
that's how they get over. That's how they get around that. But yeah, I just want to talk about another thing, the Dalek.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the only person I've seen a few people who have obviously got the issues, but the only person I've seen having them on YouTube is Wayne.
Yes.
He's so lucky because I'd really like to do that. But the test run has ended on issue 3. Now they have done this in the past, Hachette, where they normally what happens is you get 4 issues and they cancel the test after the 4 issues. It happened with the Lancaster and things like that, where they've done the 4 issues and they cancelled it. In the past, they have done this where they've cancelled it early. The last 2 I know of were the Warhammer Stormbringer. So they tested that in April. In April, I think it was last year. And then by September, it was on a full release. So it was like 5 months later. And they've just done the same thing with a new one, which was Warhammer Combat Patrol. Once again, it was supposed to be 4-issue trial. They ended it after 2, and it's supposed to be released this September. So that tells me that this is maybe getting released early, probably before the end of the year.
So good news for Doctor Who fans.
Yeah. I will 100% be doing that because it's right up my. So.
I think for Hachette that that's more probably profitable for them than the Doll's House extension.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I would say yeah.
I don't think extensions in the UK do as well as they might do in other territories. We were talking about this beforehand. The DeLorean extension, not a lot of people went for that.
Iron Man
extension, not many I know that went for that I've seen on YouTube. What else was there? A lot of people cancelled their Spitfires after issue 100 because they didn't want to do the ground crew for the diorama for it. So yeah, I can kind of see probably if they're going to turn around and say no, we're not going to do the extension, we'd rather go down newer builds or something which are going to be more or better for us. I think we said this last week. We do know Hachette are limited on their warehouse space. So that's why with Hachette, you cannot always, if you want the model, you have to sign up for it within a few weeks of the model being released. Because after a while, they kind of, you can't get it from issue 1 anymore.
That's right. Yeah, I think take the Tumblr. I think if you signed up, if you wanted to start that build, I think they start it from, I think it's like issue 40 now. And you can't get the other issues. I think you might be able to get some of them through their web shop.
Yeah, normally that's the case. You actually have to get them through the web shop and then build it up, to the to what you currently get. I know Horlicks did that with the Spitfire. He bought a load of back issues and then signed up for it. But then because of that, he didn't get any of the free gifts that were involved if you signed up from issue 1. That. So it's one of them where you can't really wait on it. If you're going to build it, you have to decide more than then. I'm building it now. With I always say this with any build. Actually, I've always said this. Now I did change my aspect on this a while ago, but I've gone back to saying it, which is if you want to build a Partwork and you see it, you have to build it there and then. Obviously, we went through a period, especially with Fan Home, where they re-released a lot of stuff and they kept a lot of stuff available, which they've not done now. So my advice would go back to that. So if you see it and you want to build it, you have to build it there and then. You can't leave it on chance. I fell into that boat because I was going to do the Eleanor after the Rossi had finished, and I couldn't sign up for it on Fan Home because it just wasn't going anywhere. And then about a week later, it was then in their past collections on their website. So I ended up going to Hachette and signed up for the U96, which is another one I was going to do, but just didn't have the funds available at the time. But there are certain models with Hachette which you can subscribe from issue 1. The U96 is one of them, and also there is the Alien.
Yes, yeah, they're. I think it's because they're done differently. They're done. I think you get lots in the pack, don't you? They're done per pack, a bit like the Agora model.
Yeah.
So I think they're still available from issue 1. But yeah, I think we've gone back to, because before I remember the Iron Man being with Fan Home for a long time. It never came off. It was always seemed to be available. But because they've got so many new builds now, they have to take stuff off, warehouse space, everything like that. Understand? But what it does do is it limits now on when you can actually get these builds and do them.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment on Fan Home and on D'Agostini, the collections they have on there, which you can sign up for in the UK, there's not that many on there right now. Compared to months where we've seen quite a lot to sign up for, you know, it's very, very slim down there at the moment.
Yeah, but that tells me that there's more coming.
Yeah. And we know that the Star Trek ships are coming.
Yes. Yeah.
They're going to be coming, and they are relaunching the Enterprise D.
And they've got the Marvel Museum pieces as well. They're releasing at some point. It must be very soon because they've done a little teaser on their actual main Facebook page.
Yeah.
They did a little teaser for it saying, what could you work out for my next collection? It was the Marvel Museum pieces. Very similar to what Eagle Moss did, but different, if you know what I mean. And there's going to be special stuff. But yeah, that's another collection that's coming out. It's due out soon, I think.
Yeah.
Very soon. But yeah, there's they've obviously got a lot up their sleeve, especially D'Agostini, because like you said, there's only 2 or 3 available now.
There's only the International Space Station, the Lotus, and also the Ferrari collection that are available. So just 3 in the UK that are available on their website now.
Yeah, so that tells me they've got a few up their sleeve that they're readying to come out.
I would have thought so, but it's just very. I mean, compared to say the back end of last year, we had absolutely. It was 1 a week. It was crazy what was getting.
Yeah, I've got a funny feeling that we're going to have that again. That we are going to, like, at the end of the year, it's going to be crazy again. I've got a funny feeling, you know, we're going to have these releases like one every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
At the end of the year again, maybe because of the sort of shipping issue that they're having. So certain collections, maybe that they thought, we could release around sort of now. They're holding back on until they've got enough stock, so they don't roll into problems.
Well, I was thinking that are they building up stock and have taken these down so that they're not promising that things will get to people and it not actually happening because they just physically can't send it. But
yeah, I'm wondering whether that's the case as well, and also as well maybe because we haven't had any new collections from them for a while. I'm wondering whether, like you're saying, they're holding back. So it probably means at the end of the year, it's probably going to be like, you know, sort of some sort of, it's going to be like, Partwork Mania, I think, again, you know, release after release after release. And we're all going to be going, oh my God. Yeah, we're all going to be like sort of scrambling to decide which ones to build. So
thank goodness I've got quite a few that I finished this year then.
Yeah, I've got like I said, I think I've got 1 or 2 that finished this year. So that releases a bit. So yeah, depends on what they release because you know what will come out. It's at this point it could be anything, but it goes down what they release. But yeah, all that sort of ties in. I think with them not having a lot on their website, delivery problems. Maybe they've pulled some as well, like you were saying, because they can't guarantee stock. In time and all that sort of stuff, frees up warehouse space, everything else. But
definitely. So I did see your Tumblr video. Oh goodness me!
What you mean? That little bit there?
It looks like a roof rack.
Yeah, it's the Tumblr roof rack. Well, it doesn't. I looked over the whole model and I was like, "What is this? Like, just something attached to it?" No, it's just like a decoration piece. It's just there. So, like I say, it probably is the roof rack. or half a roof rack of the tumbler. But that is all we got. That is all we got in that issue.
Oh, goodness me. Like I said in my comment, you must be due some decent parts.
Yeah, well, they've put up the next 6 issues that we're going to get, and it looks like the deflectors and the ailerons are we're going to get. So I don't. They're the little flaps on the back of the car. We haven't even built that bit yet, so I don't know. I've got a funny feeling they're going to be bits that we build and we don't touch, because they are also controlled by the motors, so they're going to be moving up and down.
Yeah,
and they go on the main body of the car. So I think they're going to be stuff that we prepare, but not actually stick on the car for ages. And yeah, the first 3 issues are the left side, and the next 3 issues are the right side. So it's going to be very light over the next 6 issues. Very light, I think.
Yeah,
be interesting. But yeah, we've done the roof rack for no reason. I don't know why, but we've got the roof rack. That's something, I suppose.
I'm not even asking.
No, it's a very mixed match build. I've never, you know what I mean? Obviously, we always get the grille, we always get the bonnet for the first issue, and the front headlights and all that. And then we start like the chassis, the engine, the chassis, and then we sort of build the car up. But on this, we've gone from the front of the car to the back of the car, back to the front, the interior, which is not even finished. Now we're doing the roof. Now we're doing the ailerons and deflectors and reflectors and stuff. It's like we're going up, down, sideways, left, right, up, down. It's like, geez, we just got parts all lying around. I mean, look, I've got the interior in one box. I've got the roof bit here. I've got this part here. It's all just in parts, just lying around. At least like I've got the Knight Rider here. I mean, this is the top bit, and I've already finished the bottom. But yeah, it's all just a bit all over the place. So
yeah,
I suppose it is what it is. I know at the end of it it's going to be good, cool, but it's just the way that they've gone about it. It's just a bit weird.
Also on the Knight Rider, Mike Lane's video.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's absolute. Yeah. I mean, it's he's done it so you can change it to car as well, and all the dashboard is digital, so it all lights up with the speedo count, and yeah, he's completely blown that out of the water.
It even has disco mode.
Yeah, it's got everything that you would probably want in kit. But yeah, I would. He's gone all out. But yeah, check the video out, because that is just world.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
you look at that and you're just like, what?
Yeah. And like I said, the ability to change it as well to car, so you can have kit or car. That's really good. And also as well in the middle where obviously Kit talks, it goes up and down when he talks.
Yeah,
it's got that on it as well. I mean, yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. I was blown away by that. Really blown away. It's just like, that is a mod.
He's obviously been working on that for some time, and he's got it spot on, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Just a shame that people have finished their kit builds, and to install it would mean taking the vehicle apart.
Yeah, stripping it right back, which would be a little bit of a pain, let's put it that way. Especially trying to get the body on, because obviously once you get the chassis onto the body onto the chassis, that's, as you know, with any car build, it's a like nightmare. And once it's done, it's done. You don't want to go messing about too much with that.
Yeah. But that is definitely that's very impressive. And also I noticed Ian has got a blueprint for the Ferrari, the LaFerrari this time.
LaFerrari. Yeah, I also have to thank Ian as well, because he sent me my Knight Rider stand.
Hang
on a second. So he sent a...
Hang on. There we go.
We've sent the Knight Rider stand. It's really, really nice. So you've got a nice padded area for the watch to sit on. You got Knight Industries there, which is cool, and it just slips on. It's as simple as that. It's really nice, and it's going to go with the Knight Rider really well, sitting by the side of it. But yeah, really nice. Very happy with that.
I bet. Looks nice.
Very, very happy. So I have to say thank you to him.
I mean, how many times are you going to wear the watch?
Yeah, I'm not going to wear the watch. So,
you know,
it doesn't. I suppose if it talks a bit like Kit, that would be cool. But I think it's really good because it's a remote for Kit. And I think the way they've done it, because they've obviously he has a watch, and I think the way they've done that is quite good.
And it looks like a 1980s watch as well. So
yeah, they sort of look like the pound shop watches you get now. But back then, these were the sort of state of the art digital watches. Obviously now they're all sort of. I mean, you can play everything on them now. But yeah, it's really nice as well. And also, I'm surprised the battery has lasted in this.
Right.
So unlike the other remotes that I've had, it hasn't drained at all. And neither has the batteries in Kit. They still work from the moment I put it in months and months ago. So I'm very impressed with that.
Fantastic. Right. Okay, shall we go through some chat? Yeah. Right, so I have to go right to the top. I have started as usual, but to a certain point. So first in, we have Steve131 who says, evening all. Evening, Steve.
Hi, Stephen.
And then we have D. Harris who says, evening, Mark and Kev. Evening, D.
Evening, D.
We've got Dave Matt Bill says, good evening, Mark and Kev. Have a great stream tonight. Thank you, Dave Mac, and the evening.
Good day.
And then we've got Richard Cobbleston who says, hi all, anybody know about the gold line around the hull of Titanic? Is there
going to be
one? Yes, I reckon there will be one. I just reckon we've got to finish that hull first. We have what we got in the last pack, subscription-wise, we still haven't finished it. We've got the white bit to go around the top, but I think that will come. Personally, I think it's going to be a water slide decal. So,
that'd be interesting to do because one that big would be a bit of a nightmare, I think.
Yeah, but
I can see that being in the very last issue.
Yeah, probably. But I don't think they'd leave it off because it's quite an integral part of the paint job, really.
Yeah.
So, but I reckon we will get it. It's just not at the moment. I think there's a lot more to do on that Titanic than, the gold band that goes around the outside. But who knows? When you look on the website, nothing's been said about it yet. So, yeah.
I personally could see it being the very last issue. It's the sort of thing that they do.
I mean, I did predict that they would probably be finishing off the hull after doing the stand, because I looked on the website and it said they were doing the hull, and then I sort of thought, I reckon we're going to finish off that hull first, and then we'll start working on other bits and pieces, which we are doing. So
yeah,
I reckon we will get the gold band, but just it's just not there at the moment. And I do think it'll probably a water slide transfer that they'll send us, but we'll just have to see what happens. So, yeah. So, next in, we've got Ian Campbell who says, hi, Kev, Mark, and all in chat. Hi, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
We've got Scott Duggan in saying, good evening, all. Hope everyone has had a pleasant weekend. So, evening, Scott.
Hi, Scott. Yeah, it's been nice. Weather's been really nice. Been very good this week.
Yeah. David Phillips says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, David. Welcome to
Hi,
the
David.
stream. We've got Ian's World of Models in saying, evening, Mark and Kev and fellow modelers. So, evening, Ian. Welcome.
Hi, Ian.
We've got Terry Martin in saying, evening, all. Evening, Terry. Welcome.
Cheers, Terry.
We've got Mad Dad Hobbies in saying, evening, all. So, evening, Mad Dad.
Mad Dad.
Stephen Belcher in saying, hi, Mark and Kev. So, evening, Stephen.
Stephen.
And we've got Lord Peter Webster in saying, hi, Mark and Kev. So, hi, Peter. Welcome.
Hi, Peter. How's it going?
Ian Campbell says, hi, Lord Peter. Why have I started that one? I really don't know. So, Lord Peter says, hi, Mark and Kev. And then Ian's Willamol said, finished my Rossi bike build this week. What a nightmare putting them non-magnetic screws into the fairings. Well, for me, it beat doing pipe work.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's had a little bit of a nightmare with that build all round, haven't they?
All that pipe work that I spent hours literally sweating over, you don't see now.
No.
So, yeah, it's a little bit, but I prefer doing that than I did actually to doing the pipe work. So, yeah. Yeah.
They have nightmares about that.
Yeah. It's not an easy build to do, but yeah, it's worth it once it's done. Yeah. That's what I'm saying on it. We've got Burgess in saying, evening all, evening Burgess.
Hi, Burgess.
Ian Campbell says, I had a few things turn up, no idea what. They just got thrown into a pile of boxes, LOL. You see, I'm too nosy. If I can't do that, I've got to open it up, see what there is. And
yeah, there's two builds that were sent out this week, which were the Nissan Skyline for me. That'll be pack 3, and pack 3 of the Batmobile 66 were also sent. But obviously, I'm not expecting them this week. They'll probably be in next week or the week after. But yeah.
So, we've got Will's Workshop in saying, Ian all, weather has been great for a bit of DB5 painting.
Yeah, I see you stripped all the paint down on that on the DB5 there, Will.
Yeah, I've been watching that.
Yeah, I'm surprised you went down that route. I'm surprised you just didn't leave that bit and just sorted out the rebuild, but you've actually gone all out and resprayed the whole car as well. So
yeah, I'm a bit mental like that as well, because I've just completely taken the Hummer shell apart to redo it all.
Yeah.
So I found the Hummer instructions online. I thought, you know what, I'm dying to repaint that and do a better job on it. So I'm just as bad. I even injured myself again today. So doing it, but taking bits off that were glued together, and yeah, but you know, it's a brave thing to do, but I don't think I would be brave enough to do what Will's done, and that is literally take the paint off that was already on there and respray.
Prime it. Yeah, and read it. Yeah, that's a big job. But
I mean, this is on plastic, so it's not too bad, but metal. Oh.
Yeah, sanding the metal down and stuff, I think. Yeah, it would be. But it looks good.
And I think with that DB5, you've got to wear eye protection as well, because if you're not careful, that ejector seat could just fly up and take your eye out.
Yeah, it was a bit violent, I remember.
Next in, we've got JC Bricks and Builds that says, evening, guys. Evening, JC.
Hi, JC.
Then Lord Peter Webster says, Fan Home says there's a delay with ET and Batmobile 66.
I think there was, but I did get a notification through for the 66 saying the next pack was on its way. So
right. I don't know about
showing up on the website, showing up on the portal as well. So it's obviously been sent, so I just have to wait.
Peter Webster says, I'm not subbing anymore till Apache Heli release. So
yeah, when's that? July, isn't it?
Yes, summertime. So
yeah,
time soon. But I've got a few that I finished before that one. So
yeah, because you're doing that one, aren't you?
Yeah, I've always said I'd love to do a helicopter part work, and this one's come around, and yeah, I would love to. I want to do it, so I will be doing that one. So next we've got Lindsay's Builds, who says hi everyone. Hi Lindsay.
Hi Lindsay.
JT Bricks and Bill says it's a shame that Harshet never released the Hogwarts Express. They did the trial about 2 or 3 years ago. Would have loved to get it. Yeah,
it was about 3 years ago. It was about 3 years ago. It was a while ago now. I'm surprised, very, very, very surprised that it never got released. But as we've said many times, never say never.
No,
they could surprise us and bring it out this year.
I think there was a lot of controversy over that with the licensing and stuff, though.
There was. It came out at the wrong time because it came out just before COVID. and it came out when J.K. Rowling, commented. She made some comments, and some of the co-stars of Harry Potter didn't like her comments, and Harry Potter went through like that change at the time, and I think they just didn't want to get involved. I don't think. No. So with that, and it happened, like I said, it done really well because it came out at the same time as the Eddie Stobart.
Yeah.
And we all said if they had to pick one, it would be, the Hogwarts Express. They never did. But yeah, it came out. It was released at the wrong time, I think, for a trial. There was that controversy with Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling mainly, and we were in sort of COVID, or it was just coming into COVID, so it was. Maybe they would have factored. I don't know, but yeah, very strange because, like I said, we desperately need a trained part work.
Yeah,
blind Scotsman or something like that.
Yeah, we do. It's about time. It really is, because we've been waiting long enough, I think.
Yeah.
So, JC Brixton Bill says Eleanor had the extension for the car ramp.
It did, yeah. The extension was the car ramp. I think it lifted up as well. I think it moved.
Yeah. Would you really want to put the weight of a 1/8 scale car on a ramp?
Well, not only that, I love these little gimmicks, and they do it quite a lot with a lot of the builds. And you kind of look at them and you kind of go, well, I'm never going to actually use that.
I mean, if you could use it, say, building the model or whatever, then yeah, okay. But for display purposes, I don't know.
Yeah, you're not going to see it going up and down. It's the same with the light that's inside the alien head. Like, I've never lit it up, and I'm like, it never lights up in the film, so I don't. It's like a pointless gimmick, and there's a couple like that. So
yeah, it's just it's one of them where you wonder.
Yeah, why have they done that?
Yeah, why have they decided to go down that route? But yeah. Peter says, I've not even contemplating doing Doll's House extensions. Either way, I'd be glad to finish the build, taking too much space at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ours is near, like I said, we're only 3 issues away from finishing now. So it'd be nice to finish it. It's been a long time, but I have thoroughly enjoyed that build.
Yeah.
It's been quite a really good build.
And to think it's all come flat pack.
Yeah, it's all wood. There's a lot of wood in it, a lot of wood, and it's all come flat packed, and it's nice. It looks nice now. So,
okay, we've got Paul Jordan in saying hiya, Kevin, Mark. Evening, all in chat. So, evening, Paul. Welcome.
Hi, Paul.
We've got Dano's Universe who says hello, everyone. Hi, Dano.
Dano.
And then we've got Burgess says, I think Fanhome is doing the Eleanor car lift extension, but not sure.
Yeah, they are. I know they are, because I think Todd's doing it.
Yeah.
If I remember rightly. So I know they're doing it. But yeah, that was an extension as well. They seem to... It's weird how they go with these extensions now. Where you kind of think, oh, they've done an extension. And ones where you kind of think, oh, they could do an extension. They never have. They did the extension with Iron Man, but they haven't done one with RoboCop, giving him the damaged sections, like the damaged visor or the chest plate or something like that. They've not done. Yeah. I'm sure there's a modder out there who's going to do all that.
Yeah, so time. I think a lot of people said that about the Iron Man. They said, why do I want battle damaged armor when I could just chuck it out the window and it'd be battle damaged?
Yeah.
So, Burgess says, cool. My penultimate car issue is shipping soon. Wow.
Nice.
Fantastic. Burgess says, yes, I got a big tub of unbuilt parts. Yeah. Send them to Ian. Ian says, tumbler roof rack. Perhaps we can get a surfboard for it.
Well, something, because it doesn't do anything. It's just there. So you're like you're saying, Mark, I think it is a roof rack, but
what, a bat surfboard or something?
Yeah, Batman signal or something like that on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went through the film and thought it done something. No, and then I went through other models that they've done, Hot Toys and some other model kits, and it is literally just that pipe section. I went through the the blueprints to find out, if it's part of the fuel system or something. No, it's literally just the roof rack. Like you say, I can't. It's the best way of explaining what it is, because it doesn't do anything. I thought you might click something to it, like rockets or something. No, nothing. It does nothing.
That's an expensive roof rack for a 1/8 scale model.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it was because when you watch the movie, originally the car was built to jump over rivers to build bridges. So that's why it can jump and it goes across salt terrain. I'm wondering whether they like that was used as a tether. So as it jumped, it sort of pulled something with it.
Could have been.
So it might be something to do with that system. I don't know, but it doesn't do anything else.
Well, there you go. Batman surfboard for it.
Yeah, brilliant idea.
We've got John's model making in saying, evening all, evening John.
Hi, John.
We've got Kirsty in. Mrs. Nexus saying the roof rack is for my display idea.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because Kirsty wants to do Harley and the Joker with it.
Right.
Like they've stolen it, so maybe we could get one of them sitting on the top of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that could be used for that.
We've got Todd in. Marvel Phoenix says hello and good evening all. So, evening, Todd.
Hi, Todd.
And then Todd says, Tumblr is like the Iron Man and R2D2. Little bits all over the place for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, there's bits everywhere, but it's it's just all over the place. It's yeah. For a car build, I know it was always going to be a different sort of car build, but to have bits like it is all jumbled up all over the place, it's a bit of a pain, especially when it comes to a car.
Yeah, it's just not a standard build, really, is it? But that's not really a standard car, so
no. Yeah, I just thought they would have. I thought we would have finished like the interior before we moved on to other things. And I mean, even the back of the car. So we've got. I mean, we haven't got any wheels. We've just got literally that. So we've got the wheels to go on here. There's loads of little gibble bits to go on the top here. And they've just moved on to something else.
Standard sort of cars go, you get the bonnet, you then start doing the engine, then you start doing the chassis to put the engine in, then you start the interior, and it works like that. But that's
worked up. But this one is like, it's almost like like a toddler has built it, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, but it's almost like, oh, let's like when they build something, oh, let's do the front. Then they're like, oh, we do the interior, and then they've gone, oh no, I want to do the roof now, and it seems a bit like that. Like they don't know what to. They're getting bored with one bit. Let's move on to the next bit.
I want to see flashing lights, so let's do all the electrics before we've even got the car.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's just like, yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. The whole thing's a bit weird, but it's a good build. But yeah,
yeah. Like I said, you've got to be due some decent parts soon.
We have had some, like I say, in the roof bit here and the other roof section we got quite good. I mean, we have got the bottom chassis section and the front connected to it, but apart from that, there's not really any other big bits. We must be due some big. Some big bits soon. I mean,
when I mean decent parts, I mean nice, good quantity and quite a bit to do.
Yeah, I think the lack of what you need to do is the problem. It's not. I don't think it's like the quality of parts, because you get a big part like that, it's all die cast. But when you're over 2 issues, you've built just the roof rack.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's sort of a bit like, and when we were doing the electrics, supplying one cable.
Yeah,
one cable there. That's the problem with the build. It's not the build itself; it's the parts that we're getting and what we're getting.
From going on the last 3 months of the parts that you've got, how long would 3 months take you to build if you had 3 months in front of you?
Well, not long. That's for sure. Oh, hang on, someone's coming. Our new members of the family are coming.
I'll put you on big.
Okay, hang on.
There we go.
Right, there they are. That's what we've been doing all this week. So we've got one here, and Kirsty's got the other one.
Oh.
And they're into absolutely everything at the minute.
Yeah.
What are the names?
Apollo and Icarus.
This
are they,
one's
mate?
Apollo.
Yeah.
And the lighter one is Icarus. This one.
Apollo has two
little white feet.
Right.
So yeah, we've yeah.
Oh, Apollo's trying to do the off.
Oh yeah, they're trying to squirm. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. But they've settled it. Do you know what? We had them since Monday, and they've settled in absolutely perfect. Didn't they?
Yeah, purring lots.
Yeah, the dogs love them as well. They've left them alone. So. But yeah, that's why lack of videos and sunny days and all that's what's happened this week. But yeah, I know Kirsty wanted to show them off. So.
Yeah. But yeah, they're not when it's really late at night and they're crawling up your leg to try and get on your lap. Oof.
They're quite good at night. Like I said, they've settled like really quickly. I'm surprised how quick they've settled in, and especially with the dogs as well. And yeah, they all get along fine. So yeah, but yeah, it's all fun and games.
We've had kittens in the past, and they're not so bad if they've got a sibling with them because they can.
Yeah, they're brothers. They're both brothers. Yeah.
They
were the only two in the litter.
But when you get one on its own, it does take a couple of weeks to sort of come out, and then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, it's quite good because obviously getting them together, they play together quite a lot, so they wrestle quite a lot. And it's. I mean, when we got the dogs, we always have two dogs, and now we've got two cats. So yeah.
Okay, Todd says Mike Lane Kit Dash should be open for pre-order in about a week and start shipping in 4 weeks.
Oh,
wow.
That's quick. That's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, very quick. So I know it said it was coming soon, but yeah. So we've got about a month to wait on that one. So, and then Lord Peter says, I'm in the process of deciding who to give my 100 issues of the Titanic to as a gift and continue sending the remaining issues to finish the build.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That'd be a nice fun one.
Yeah, definitely. That would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me. No. I said this the other day. I'd do another one if I could. If I could do another one, I would do. But I'd do either the Olympic or the Britannic. So
yeah. Wouldn't you have to repaint the Britannic because wasn't that a hospital ship that was white? Yeah,
but it's a lot easier paintwork than doing the Titanic.
Right.
So it's. You know, you don't have your red, then your black, then your white and stuff. That was mainly all white with the green.
With the red crosses on it, wasn't it?
It would green.
Was it green?
Yeah, I'd love to do maybe an Olympic to go with the Titanic.
Didn't the Britannic also sink?
Yes.
In shallow water, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, it sank in the Mediterranean in shallow water, and you can actually. It's deep enough to dive down to without a submersible, but you have to have a deep diver's certificate to go down there. Yeah. So they did try and beach it when it hit the
mine.
Either say it either hit a mine or it was torpedoed. Nobody knows.
No, I think it hit a mine because I think they mined and then it tried to beach itself, didn't it?
Yeah, and then but in beaching itself, the lifeboats were being released. The lifeboats were going towards the propellers, and so it's you can dive down to it, but you have to have quite a deep license to dive down to it. But yeah, you don't have to go in a submersible to that one. So Todd says I will be writing a whole page about installing his dash once you all are already pretty far into the build. Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm issue 82 into that. I know a lot of people have already finished it. But yeah, so I find it quite a good build, and that looks amazing.
Yeah. Will says, hopefully to get my kit watch stand soon.
Yeah, really nice, Will. Just there, it's really nice. And mine will stay on there forever, displayed with the kit, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right. George Molly says Night Rider watch battery runs down quickly.
No, I haven't changed the battery once in that, and it's still ticking away. And I haven't changed the battery once in the machine as well, and that still runs perfectly. So I have noticed though, when I push the buttons on the remote, the digits fade. So it could be the battery might be going on it, but it still works. So
okay,
I haven't had the problem with
mine. Ian says, "Kev, I will send you a sound base too."
Oh, lovely! Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Burgess says 25 minutes late on chat. Yeah, I'm trying to get through it.
We're going.
Ian says water slide decal would be a nightmare. A gold 3mm wide roll of vinyl would be better. Yeah, it's just getting it around the shape of the rear and everything that is going to be, which a water slide decal would get it a bit better. That's the only problem with it. But yeah,
do they do a trumpeter transfer for it?
I've got the advanced trumpeter water slide decal that I got from America, and that is actually like I said, curved. So yeah, it's curving it around the back of the ship because it's got a weird curve on it. So yeah, it's not the easiest, but yeah, it's doable.
Yeah.
So right, I am not starved now, so I'm yeah. D. Harry says the band around the hull would be a sticker, I think. Decal that length would be a nightmare. So the ones on the trumpeter are actually built. Are broken up. Are in sections.
Yeah, I would have thought it'd be in sections.
Yeah. So that's how it's. Yeah, I think I've got a spare one and all. I think from another set I bought, but I'll have to check. So
I'm really surprised that was never painted on. You know.
No, it is a surprise, but I don't know. There must be a reason why they didn't paint it on. Dave McBill says, I got a gold band for the Titanic on Amazon. It's a tad too wide, but I'm going to cut it and fit it on the ship once the hull is done. So, yeah. D says, glad you all got nice weather. I've been belted with rain trying to build shed walls 2 days in a row. Wow.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Peter Webster says, my Rossi is still sitting in the box waiting to be finished and put it in the display case out the way. It does get better towards the end because, you know, once it's complete, it really does look nice. It is a nice build once it's done. It's just the pipe work is a bit excessive. So, Todd says, pretty sure the yellow shear line on the Titanic is going to be a sticker. I will be painting mine on. So, and then Burgess says, not just comments from JK, she also actively funding hate groups. Oh, goodness. Ian says, I've seen some issues for the stand. This is the Eleanor. It could hold an elephant.
Oh, right. Okay. It's quite strong then.
Yeah. JC Bixon Bill says, we've already had 2 locomotive partworks from Hachette. First was the Flying Scotsman and the second was the Mallard.
They were very, very old. Will's Workshop is building the Mallard at the moment. They're very, very old sheet metal, and you have to paint them up as well. But nowadays, you wouldn't have any of that. It would all be sort of proper die-cast molded metal, screw in, and all that sort of stuff. And we need them. We need one. We need a big one.
Right. Then Jesse says the Eleanor ramp is made of metal, as had the first parts in the last stage of the main build. So yeah. And then John says, I love Lego at the moment, all Harry Potter.
Yeah, they do some good Lego. Some really big ones as well, I've seen, with books and Hegwig and stuff like that. So
yeah. Todd says the Eleanor 4-post lift is metal and has lights. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't think we were saying that it wouldn't hold it or something. We were saying how much you would actually use it once the build was finished.
Yeah.
It looks good on the ramp, but then again, like I was saying, how often are you gonna lower and higher it and everything else?
Yeah. Facebook user says, evening Mark and Kev, plus all in chat. So evening Facebook user.
Evening.
Todd says it's a bat rack, LOL.
yeah. That's the best way of describing it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
A model citizen says Agora Optimus Prime Pack 12 should ship tomorrow.
Nice. I can't even remember which one we're on. Is it 12?
Yeah, but he said Agora Optimus Prime.
Oh. Yep.
That'll be
That's the last pack. That's the last pack. Apparently, it's really big, the last pack. There's like loads to do in it, yeah.
Will's Workshop says, keep looking at 4-post lifts to print, but had no time. Although I've printed a few axle stands, which are useful supporting the Aston body chassis for now.
Yeah.
And then Burgess says, speaking of surfboards, some FDNY trucks and engines have surfboards on them.
Oh, right, cool.
Yeah. D says, Mark, I'm almost sure I've seen pics of the battle damaged Robocop. Think it was a post on Ian Page, looked well.
Yeah, so, I think someone in France did battle damage to their Robocop and it looked perfect. But yeah.
Peter said, does anyone know what the voltage and charge ampage for the R2D2 charger is? Need to replace mine, lost it somewhere. I'm the same. I've been trying to find mine.
Is it a 12 volt?
It could be. I can't remember on what was mine. But yeah, I misplaced it when we moved to the house we were in before and I still haven't found it. So, yeah. Burgess says, partly for just in case and used sometime in the past, but mostly for humour. So that's the surfboards on fire trucks.
Yeah.
And then here we've got some comments on the kittens. We've got
yeah.
Todd says kitty cam. Ian Will, the model, says feel sorry for people building the tumbler. Wonder how many got fed up and cancelled.
I think there's been a lot of people. There's been criticism, obviously, but I think people are still slogging it out.
Yeah.
But I personally wouldn't blame anyone for doing that because of what you're getting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is.
So, John's model making says time for telly. Night all, night, John.
Night, John.
Steve131 says you not had all issues of Titanic. Yellow Band could be the last issue. Yeah.
Yeah, we did say that. We did. I personally think it's the sort of thing that they stick in right in the last issue.
Yeah.
Because they always do that, don't they? They stick in some really pointlessy thing that you either need to finish the build with or it doesn't really need, if you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, I can see it being the last issue.
Yeah. D. Harris says decal on trumpeter is on plastic. Going on to metal, different issue, especially with the gaps between the hull plates. Yeah. So don't know. Just have to see what happens.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens with that.
Yeah. Todd says the R2D2 mains adapter I received is a switching 120-240 volt 50 times 60 hertz input 15 volts at 2 amps output power supply with a 5.5 times 2.5 millimeter center posted barrel plug. Wow.
What?
JC says think it's 12 volt, but the US charger is 15 volts, so could just use a universal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ian Campbell says, another week gone so fast, just like this stream. Nice one, chaps. Night all. Night, Peter.
Night, Ian.
And I'm at the bottom. Ed Hughes says, just dropping in to say hi to all. Off to do housework. Enjoy everyone. So night, Ed. Thank you for dropping in. And I've caught up.
And that's it. It looks like.
Oh,
another show down.
I know. There's me thinking, we haven't really got much to say tonight because notes happen. Yeah,
it's done all right. But yeah, it's what you got coming up this week anyway, Mark?
Nothing special this week. Just waiting on my next pack of U96, and then I can start building that one. And then what else? Everything's on a weekly schedule. So
I do like the U96 because you actually build each module.
Yeah.
You're not building like all the way over here like we are with the tumbler. You're sort of building the little rooms, each room, and then moving on to the next.
Yeah. So I've just seen a comment from Todd. I'm just going to see if I can find it and I can put it in the chat. Okay. Right. Hang on. Let me try and copy that. And then right click, paste that. I should go in the chat. So yeah. Right, let me catch up where I was. Right, so yeah, Todd says send Mark a link to the power adapter on Amazon. That should work for the R2D2.
Lovely.
Which I put in chat. Right, Dave McBill says another good stream tonight, guys. Thank you, Dave Mark.
Cheers, Dave.
Peter Webster says, been another awesome stream, Mark and Kev. You do us proud. Well done. Good night, all. Thank you, Peter.
Cheers, Peter. Thank you.
And there we go.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, for me, it's Monday and Tuesday will be the Knight Rider. Obviously, Wednesday and Thursday will be Doll's House and the Batmobile. And then Friday, hopefully, Enterprise will come, and then that will fill up that space. But if nothing, I've still got a few of these to do. I've got Discovery there to do, so I could do one of them. I've got other things I want to do, so there'll be stuff on the channel. As always, there's always something on there.
I should have something out every day, so there's always something there as well. There'll be one build out a day, so I'm not waiting on anything now. So you know,
you're all caught up as well now.
Yeah, thank goodness. Until sometime when I have to move rooms again, but
yeah,
I'll be happy with that. Right, so thank you everybody for watching. Thank you all for your lovely comments. It's been a great stream as always. We'll be back the same time, same place next Sunday at 7 p.m. And yeah, it just leaves me to say I've been Mark.
And I've been Kev.
And we'll catch you all next time. Night, guys.
Ta-da.